Previously on Lost.
All right, all of you, get up. We're moving out.
Moving out where?
Back to where you came from.
What was that?
Hello everybody. So, I am back for another Season 2 episode of my LOSTCraft playthrough of my Lost map. And we have moved out of the caves because nobody was really living there anymore, and decided to come back to the beach in order to support the new group of survivors from the tail section that have come. So we are living back on the beach again. And what we need to do is Shannon Rutherford died. She was shot by one of the survivors on accident. The new survivors that came because she was surprised. Those of you who have seen Lost remember Shannon. She was pretty annoying, but I was a little sad because she was also pretty hot. But, you know, it had just had to happen. I always thought it was funny that the two main characters that died, that ended up dying right next to each other, that the two characters in a row were brother and sister. It's like no one really cared. The writers were just like, screw these people, no one cares about them, which was for the most part pretty true. So let's see how that looks. Alright, that looks good. So now we are going to head back to camp. Echo has also heard about this hatch, and he wants to go check it out, see what it's all about, see who's down there doing what to who, you know, y'all, sup in the hood.
The code be entered correctly and in a timely fashion. And do not attempt to use a computer for any... Congratulations. Until your replacements arrive, the future of the project is in your hands. On behalf of the De Groots, Alvar Hanso, and all of us at the Dharma Initiative, thank you. Namaste. And good luck.
All right. So, you've been pushing that button every 2 hours since you got down here.
That's right.
How's that even work?
I set up 2-person shifts, 6 hours. Everyone's on the roster.
Don't they want to know why?
I think the film's pretty self-explanatory.
Really?
All I heard was something about electromagnets and an incident. What about all the missing pieces?
Oh, you mean the splices? Yeah, it's just a frame here and there, I think. Nothing important. What do you think? About the film, what do you think?
So, Echo says that he knows where the missing pieces to the Swan orientation film is. And he wants to just see where they are. No, he knows where they are. Because on the other side of the island, he was in a station called the Aero Station, and he found something there that he believes to be these missing pieces. So we are heading to the second Dharma station that we will see in this map, called the Arrow. Now, I hate to tell you people, but I lied. I said that Black Rock was the farthest we would go that way on the map. This is the farthest we will go. It's even further past the Black Rock. Yes, I know. Sue me. Just sue me. I'm sorry that I'm such a terrible person. Okay. So, now let's go to that station. Now, I'm going to try and find a shortcut because I am tired of taking that same way, walking all the way around that island. That part of the island. So, I want to see if I can find a shortcut. One way I can think of is we would actually take... I think we could take the way to the LOSTCraft, maybe. We're going there next episode though, so just thought I'd tell you that we're going back to the LOSTCraft in the next episode. So maybe that's not the best way to go. One way we could take is... we could always go through the jungle, but it's just not that fun, walk through the jungle. But you know what? I wonder if that would be faster than just going around the island. We're going to try it. Because this is the way they would have taken on the show, is through the jungle. So, let's just head into the jungle. I think we can just go straight back. We need to follow these mountains still. But yeah, this is the same way to where the LOSTCraft was. Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay, I think I mentioned this last episode. Something I should probably talk about is how the series will get much better during this season. You can probably already see that it's gotten a lot more exciting. I mean, we're still walking to and from, but there's none of that like boring, just like traveling through the same part of the island all the time. Besides a couple episodes, and this will actually be exploring the island more, seeing more of what I did, all kinds of stuff. The cutscenes are more exciting. The story is just better overall. I did think the last couple of season 1 were pretty good. Just tell me what you thought about season 1 in the comments of this video if you watch this. And if this is like your first video seeing it, you should probably just catch up on this series. First time seeing this series, you should catch up on it and see what else and watch the other episodes that I put together of this, because most of them are pretty good. I would say the best so far have probably been 1, 9, and 10, part 1 and 2. Part 2 was the best though of episode 10. Part 2 was the best of it, as opposed to part 1. Okay, let's make sure that we're still following these mountains. I think I see them over there. So here's that river. You know, I just found a much faster way to get to the LOSTCraft, which I will keep in mind for next episode. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just follow the river still. Okay. What else should I talk about this series? Oh yeah, I think I said that it'll be done by I'll be doing 3 episodes a week. The reason I did 2 on one of the days during this, I think it was last week, or I don't know when these are going to be ended up being posted. So this episode will probably be ended up the week after that last one. The one that I posted 2 in one day, but that was only because it was a part 1 and 2 episode. Let's see. Another thing that I should mention. What was it? Oh yeah, so most of these, I mean, season 1 had 10. I think season 2 has 8, as in the episodes. Season 3 has around 6, I think. Season 4 and 5 are super short. Season 4 is like 4 episodes. Season 5 is 3, I think. But yeah, I'm trying to keep those episodes a little bit shorter. So yeah, and then season 6 will probably be another long season. And I think about season 5 is probably actually about 5 episodes. I think season 4 is probably the shortest. Season 5, I think the most complicated and confusing seasons for most people on this will be 5 and 6. Maybe 4 also, but you know, if you've seen the show, you probably know why they're confusing. Let's see. Alright, so there's the LOSTCraft. So what we're going to do is just keep going this way, I guess, because it's further. It's like you go further down here and then exit the jungle. Like I said before, this is so complicated. I just wanted to make it realistic, being jungle, not just forest. Even though forest is a little bit easier to travel. Let's make it daytime. Okay. Actually. Alright. So, where are we now? Oh, no, we are. So now what we are going to do is we are going to cut out of here. We're going to cut out of the, try to get over the mountain and back on the beach. Since now we've cut through here. So yeah, we'll go over the mountain now. Alright. Climbing the mountain. Over the hills we go. Climbing the mountain. To the aero station we're finding. Now you can see why I'm not a musician. That was pretty bad. Not very good singing or songwriting. Okay, so we're just climbing over more of the trees. Okay. Let's see, do we see the beach anywhere in our distance? Well, there's a little river that I think leads into the beach, or into the ocean. So we can try that. What's the safest way to get off this tree? Is there any vines nearby? Okay, we're just gonna have to... Huh. I have no clue what the safest way off this... Oh, there we go. There's that. I always end up climbing over trees on this. I thought I saw something. A way to get down there. Huh. Well, let's try this. What the heck? That was weird. Okay, well, that was awesome. I didn't get hurt at all. Okay, now let's try this again. Oh, why did I take this? Why did I do this to myself? Oh, here we go. This should be fine. Okay. We'll climb down the vines. Alright. Now we're going into the beach, and I keep hurting myself. So, this river should lead us into the beach. Pretty sure this will be the fastest way. Now on the show, I think what they did is they pretty much just... On the show, you can assume that they either cut through the jungle. I guess they could have gone around. But my guess is that they cut through the jungle and then ended up... Oh, I see where we're going. Okay, up there. And then ended up going around. Or over the mountains, like I just did. Just cutting through the jungle and then heading over the mountaintop. So we're getting close. I'm going to... Like I said, I have many Easter eggs hidden around this map. Last episode, or no, it was 2 episodes ago, you saw the Make Your Own Music by Mama Coss Elliott record in the hatch. Now you'll see something that was not in the other map. Let me get rid of this. And that was the tail section camp. So as you can see, there's the back end of the tail section plane. I didn't do a good job on it, but it's alright, I guess. Just the tail section part, you don't really ever see it, so there's that. Oh, and there's this in here. So that was the tail section part. Then as you saw in the clips that were in the last episode of at the tail section camp, you probably saw this. You saw them inside this. There's that. Then there's their actual camp. And I'm on fire. And another thing is where they washed up on the beach. Remember Sawyer and... Or Sawyer and Michael find Jin, and he's like, others. That was about right here, over here on this rock area. And the aero station that Echo was talking about is right through here. And it's just past the rock thing into the jungle over here. There we go, I can see the station from here. Okay. So this is the station I spent the least amount of time on because it's the smallest station in the show. Alright, the arrow. And I'm climbing up the side of it. Okay, let's go in. And what is in here? Well, you've got a lighter. This is supposed to be like a bookshelf. A lighter and just a book on display. You got there are 2 beds in it. Then in here, this is the Bible. And what was inside the Bible was the missing thing, or the paper. So we're going to take that missing film strip and head back to the hatch so that Echo and Locke... We're heading back to the Swan Station so that Echo and Locke can try to figure out what was missing from this orientation film at the Swan. So Echo just heads back to camp with the missing pieces of the Swan orientation film.
We crash. Two halves of the same plane fall in different parts of the island. You're over there, I'm over here. And now, here's the missing piece right back where it belongs. What are the odds?
Don't mistake coincidence for fate.
We will stay as fresh and alert with utmost importance. Sounds, the code be entered correctly and in a timely fashion.
Here it comes.
And do not attempt to use a computer for anything else other than the entering of the code. This is its only function. The isolation that attends the duties associated with Station 3 may tempt you to try and utilize a computer for communication with the outside world. This is strictly forbidden. Attempting to use a computer in this manner will compromise the integrity of the project and, worse, could lead to another incident. I repeat, do not use a computer for anything other than entering the code. Congratulations. Until your replacements arrive, the future of the project is in your hands.